Tuesday. It's 6 p.m. here in Manila. I think it just rained, but right now the sky is clearing up a little bit, but it's a perfect time to have a cacao. So, cheers. Buenas noches. Kiro desu. Where are you now, Kimi? You're from Zamboanga, right? Okay, we're just going to wait for a few more people to join us tonight, and we're gonna start with our meditation for today. Zamboanga, yeah, I think I guessed that right. So today we are going to focus on the heart chakra. I mean, we're gonna call our spirit to our heart chakra, or to our heart center. In the beginning of this 9 days meditation, I shared with you guys how we are going to practice to call our spirits home. So the idea is to bring ourselves, so if you don't want to talk about spirits, so we bring ourselves back to our bodies, and because there are many points in our bodies that we can place our spirits. Sometimes we get confused, right? We don't know where to place it, where does our spirit want to live when we are in a place of confusion. And so the past few days we did from the crown to the third eye to the throat, and now we're at the heart. And I think personally this is the biggest energetic center within the body. It's located in the middle of where our spiritual selves and our physical selves are residing. So when we say spiritual, it's from the heart to the throat to the third eye to the crown, right? They're all related to feelings of, we can say, enlightenment. And down from the heart to the solar plexus below is more of like our will power to live and to survive. So today we're going to focus on this area, which is just on top of our sternum. So it's not really like only the physical heart, but it's more of like this space, the heart, the lungs, the triple burner or the pericardium, what else? The thymus gland. And today I just learned about how the heart starts to close off when we experience a lot of things, a lot of like what breaks our heart. So if we like break up with someone, or we lose something, or a friend or family members, we say our hearts are broken. And that is true, because I think that since the beginning of time, right, or when we are born from our mother's womb, when we came out, our hearts are already open. Have you seen a baby that doesn't laugh or smile? I mean, yes, they cry, but most babies, they're just happy, It's like no worries. They're all just, happy. And as soon as we start growing up and experiencing things with our conscious minds active, we start to feel all sorts of things and all sorts of feelings. And this is when, our hearts get shattered, or we feel like, like, why doesn't this person love me, or why can't I get this certain thing, this certain whatever. And so that causes the heart to close off. It builds up a lot of these walls, right? And over time it accumulates. And even though we think that we have gotten over something, I think that sometimes it's still, the memories, they still like live there, and they are still keeping, because it wants to keep the heart safe, right? If something hurts us, of course we want to keep ourselves safe and protected, and that's the role of this pericardium, to protect the physical heart. And so in a physical level, we want to take care of our hearts, we want to exercise, and so we are building a muscle for the heart and for our lungs. And in an emotional and spiritual level, we also want to take care and to keep opening the heart, right? We probably have heard this a lot of times, especially with cacao. We say cacao is a heart opening plant. And what does that mean really, In a physical level, cacao is really good for the heart if you don't put a lot of sugar with your cacao drink, or with any health drink anyway. And in a spiritual level, cacao is a soft heart opening plant, so whatever you intend for it to show you, it will slowly reveal itself to you. But you just have to be really, like we say, intentional about it, right? Like, I know my friend, she's her build is small, like tiny, very slim. And because cacao, for some people, it's an appetite suppressant. Like for me, when I religiously drink cacao first thing in the morning, I build up a certain muscle, I guess, or like I don't have so much appetite for the whole day, and I just like know what I want to eat. And for my friend, she was like, I hope it doesn't do that to me, because I don't want to lose more weight anymore. And there you go. For her, she gets hungry every time she like drinks cacao, first thing before anything else. So whatever your intention is, it will, give it to you. The plant knows what you need, but you also have to be very intentional about it. And so yes, today, like I mentioned, we're gonna focus on the heart chakra. So the heart chakra is, like I mentioned, it's just above our sternum, and it's in the middle of all the three higher and lower chakras. So it's where everything else meets, right? It's the seat of our emotions, our passion, what do we want? So if we know what we want and we are putting it into action, our heart loves that. Like, do what you love and make a plan, and the heart will be very happy. It likes doing something that it loves. What else? Spiritually, it's connected to our devotional self. So the bhakti yogi in us, I think I'm one. It's the heart of devotion, right? It's like, that feeling when you're meditating or when you're singing, even if it's not anything spiritual or religious, how like it opens your heart and you're so happy, and you have this sense of like, like you feel really good, like singing, dancing, or if you cook something really nice and your friends or loved ones are really liking it, you feel really happy. Those are heart-opening things, because you've devoted yourself and your heart into something that makes you feel good and makes others feel good. Now, what does the heart don't want? Well, obviously, like I mentioned last night, if the heart and the head doesn't go together, the tension builds up in the neck. But also, if we are forced to do things just because we have to do it, our heart sometimes is not very happy. So we have to know within ourselves, what do we really want, and then act on it. yeah, so today we're gonna focus on the heart, the hands, and our arms are the extension of the heart. So working with the hands is really good for the heart as well. So you anything that you like to do with your hands is actually also good for the heart. So we're gonna activate our hands and our heart center after we do our cleansing exercises with our hands and placing our hands in the different chakra points. We're gonna stay for a few minutes in our heart center. So we're just gonna hold that space of the heart and see how that vibrates, you know, that space. It's not just the physical heart, but this area, see how it will expand. So I think for most of us, and I'm very much guilty about this, I've been laying down most of the day and I'm working in my computer, in my bed, or sometimes in my table, and I'm just like this. So we're gonna try, I know in meditation they tell us to, or in yoga they tell us to sit with the spine straight, right? But this time, if you can, I know it's gonna be a little bit awkward, as we do the whole practice, try to do it with your chest as open and like really opening they say the heart, right? And then just looking up. So wherever we're placing the hand, you just try to open the chest and really push back your back and open, like pull your sternum to the front, and let's just play with it. Let's see what happens. So let's start. If you have your candles, light them up. And the first day of this meditation practice also, I recommended that every time you light your candle, you start calling your name, just to call yourself in the present. So lighting your candle, say your name. This is Princess, and I'm calling myself in the present moment. Sitting comfortably on your chair or on the floor, rolling the shoulders up and back and down, keeping the awareness in the chest, in the heart area, and just letting it opening wide. Then we begin by clearing our energetic bodies, our auric field, with a hand gesture of cleansing yourself. Clearing the heart space also. Just feeling light. Even though you're clearing stuff, try to clear this time with a light heart. But it's okay. It's okay to clear stuff. It's okay to let go of the things that you've always loved, that have made you very comfortable, but it's time to let them go now. This is also a very good time to do this because new moon is coming up tomorrow, and before we set our intentions, we want to clear our space, our bodies, and our minds, so we may be able to make new space for new experiences. And then from here, we bring our hands all the way up to the sky, palms facing each other. And then maybe pulling the heart or the chest towards the sky, looking up towards the sky, receiving and then slowly bring yourself back to center. Hands are still active. And then from here, we place our hands on top of our head, our crown chakra. Imagining the light landing on top of your head. And then from here, take an inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands on top of your forehead, your third eye. You can also place one hand at the back of your head. And from here, we place our hands on top of our throat or our jaw. And then inhale. Bring your hands on top of your heart center. From here, we place our hands on top of our solar plexus, just underneath the rib cage. And then breathe in, and as you breathe out, you place your hand on top of your belly, your womb space. Softening the belly, allowing air to go all the way down to the belly. And then as you exhale, you press your belly button in towards the spine. And then from here, we place our hands on top of our root chakra. Maybe the side of the hips or the thighs, the groin. Maybe one hand to the back, just below the spine. then from here, just before we place our hands on top of our heart center, bring your hands in front of you, palms facing up towards the sky. The hands and the fingers are active as if you're about to receive something, really opening the palms. Let's stay here for a few minutes, just observing and receiving. And while the hands are in this position, bring your awareness to your heart, slowly opening the chest. And then from here, bring your hands facing each other, the palms facing each other. And they're now on the side of your chest. You may feel some vibrations, sensations. Maybe there's a ball of energy in between your hands, just in front of your heart center. What is that? That is your heart. Keeping the hands active and the heart open. Maybe opening the throat to the sky. Now slowly place your left hand on top of your heart center, and then your right hand on top of the left. Witnessing and observing. If you feel like hugging yourself, maybe placing your right hand on top of your left shoulder and your left hand on top of your right, you may do so. And then from here, rub your hands, your palms against each other, creating heat. Keeping the eyes closed, cupping your eyes with your hand. And again, rub your palms against each other. with your fingertips, place them on top of your eyeballs, feeling the heat, and slowly rub your eyes with your fingertips. And then bring your hands on top of your knees or your lap. Bow the heads down. And then slowly opening the eyes, looking at the floor or your feet. When you're ready, you may come back. How was that for you guys? Thanks again for joining me today. The heart, my heart. This morning, I woke up a little bit too early, like really early. It wasn't even 5 a.m. yet, and so I was just looking at videos of chants, and I chanced upon Ram Dass's chant to Hanuman. And if you guys know Hanuman, wait, I'll show him here. There he is. He's the warrior god in Hindu, and if I'm not mistaken, Hanuman is the god of air. He's really strong and powerful, and I think he, as a monkey, you know, like monkeys are always doing things and doing stuff, and yeah, probably a little bit too mischievous, and so he was banished to the forest to look after Ram. And I might not be very good in storytelling, I'd rather chant, but I'm trying my best here. So Ram is the one inside his heart right now, and Ram was searching for his lover Sita. And so Hanuman's job is, because he's a warrior, his job is to protect Ram, right? To go with him and search for her. But because he was banished from the heavens, he wasn't the best warrior god anymore. Sometimes he feels like he is not strong and powerful enough to fight whatever battles that him and Ram are going to, and so he doubted himself very much. And so to cut the long story short, they fought the battle, and Ram was able to retrieve Sita again. And this is because Hanuman realized that he is indeed powerful, like he is indeed a warrior, right? And because of his love and devotion for Ram, he was able to step up and show his power and strength again. And I think that this is very much true with how we look at ourselves, right? Sometimes we doubt ourselves very much so. And we forget that we are indeed powerful, we are indeed talented, we are indeed skillful, and we are indeed, you know, like beautiful children of the earth or of God. And so it only takes something for us to remember that, and maybe that is our devotion, like Hanuman, his devotion to Ram. And maybe for us, we just need to find something that we are devoted to, that we are passionate about, and so we will find that strength again to do it. And so it's like, it's the same with opening our our hearts, right? If we find something that we really love, and love not just to another person, yes, that's also very important to keep us inspired, but a love that is beyond, you know, the physical body and beyond lust, you know, a love that is, you could say, forever, you know, that's unconditional, something that we will continuously give or devote ourselves to, even though we don't know that it's coming back to us, and that is unconditional love, right? And so, yes, I wanted to share a song from Krishna Das, but I think it's been there he is. But you can just search it on YouTube and listen to the chants to Hanuman. Yes, I hope that you guys enjoyed that meditation for the heart. Have a good evening.